Okay.
I think we are live. Let's find out. Twitch.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, we are live and there is sound.
Oops. Good. Oops.
And closed captioning is working.
Oh, good. Awesome. So, is that something people have to specifically click and do it, or is it just automatically appearing on the thing?
There is a CC button on the bottom of the stream that they can click to show it.
Gotcha. Cool. Very cool. We might want to make that like a command so that we can have people like have it like closed captionings or whatever show up when people do like excellent. I don't know how Twitch works.
You would use Nightbot,
Okay.
but it takes it's a bit to set up, so.
Okay.
Oh wait, that's not the right channel. I have to open up the other one. There you go. Add emote only on. I turned it emotes only off so y'all can talk now.
Awesome. And I should tweet that we're doing stuff.
I already tweeted.
Oh, did you? From
You can-
Chaotic Wonderful?
I did. You can retweet it.
Holy cow. Hell yeah.
Look at me being on top of things.
Okay, cool. Very exciting.
I'm going to start today's little thingy off with, hey, if there's any guys out there, stop mansplaining.
Oh no.
Just stop.
Coming out of the gate.
Like, just because you're a dude who's been playing tabletop games, it doesn't mean you know more than another person who is a female who plays tabletop games. So shut your pie hole unless somebody specifically asks you for help.
Oh no, is this a
It's
is this a
not for me.
Twitter engagement?
This is a TikTok engagement for a friend, and I won't go into detail about it. But I'm just gonna
Gotcha.
say, don't fucking mansplain. It's stupid.
It's funny because I had a Twitter situation happen recently where some dude was just like, essentially said that whatever I had just previously said was incorrect, even though it was like my perception of a situation. And I was like, that's like a lot of harsh energy to just come at me out of the gate in the morning. And I just kind of like moved on from it. But whatever. Anyway, with that as our introduction, we should introduce ourselves and be like streamers or whatever.
Hi, welcome to Chaotic Wonderful, a place where
Things are
everything is
chaotic
chaotic.
and wonderful.
That should be our catchphrase.
Everything is chaotic, everything is wonderful.
Yes.
I like it.
But yes, today, Ellen is drawing a map, and I will be working in the background on random audio editing and photoshopping things I need to do, which you won't be able to see. But I'm Nikki, aka Beholder to No One, and you can find me on Twitter at Beholder to No One. I do way too many things, and
That's true.
I am for hire for a lot of things. Professional DMing, audio editing, TTRPG consultant, podcast consultant, or as a guest on your streamer podcast. Those parts don't have to be paid, but they would prefer to be paid.
I think everyone would prefer that. Okay, that's... Why can't I erase this? This is on... Oh, I know why. Excuse me 1 second while I save. It's because this is a hardware issue. So you are going to see my desktop for 1 second while I open this back up. I should have done this beforehand. We are professionals here. This is Zion National Park. Where the hell is my mouse? It's over... Okay, that's why I was getting confused. Because I was seeing it in OBS. Okay. How low? There we go. Here we go. Done. Better. Awesome. Okay. I was like, why can't I do this? I'm able to tap things. I'm on the right layer. It's because sometimes my pen doesn't like to operate in the like canvas area of the program. I'm not sure if this is a Huion issue or if it's a Clip Studio Paint issue, but it is solved by me exiting out of the program and re-entering the program, so it's not a big deal.
Fair.
Yeah. But I will say, even if it is a Huion issue, like, I love this tablet. I got it in January, and it was significantly cheaper than my previous tablet, and I just like it so much more than the old one. It's very good. Okay, I need to draw a building. I need to draw a fancy building. That might be too fancy of a building. Ooh, that's a good thought. Do I have space over here? I do have some space over here.
Yellow Shelby. I think I didn't say hello earlier, so hello.
Oh, hello. Shelby is going to be one of our illustrious cast members on Chaotic Wonderful, and has very helpfully made our Twitch banner, which I don't know if we've put up yet. Oh, cool!
Like I said, on top of things.
Hell yeah. Well, I'm not, so like... That's not even true, though, because I've been actually very on top of things in the past 2 days.
You did so much yesterday, it's not even fun.
I really did. I set up interviews for like 8 people. I conducted 2 interviews. I did a lot of infrastructure work in the Discord, and some other things, probably. It was wild.
You did a lot on Discord. Understatement of the day. I am being lectured for not resting.
By whom?
A friend.
Well...
They're like, hopefully you rest today, and I said, I did a 2-hour help someone build a character, and now I'm doing a stream while working with a friend. They're like, that's not resting, Nikki.
Well, that's true.
I said, I mean, I'm not moving things anymore. And they're like, stares and sibling concern. I rest by doing.
Yeah. And I will say, like, in terms of activities, this is a pretty low-key one. Not to get you out of trouble, but, like, we're just kind of chatting. And this is something we would do as a restful activity. We just happen to be doing it in front of people right now. We should probably post in the Discord that we are streaming.
Oh, yeah. 1 second. I'm over here talking to like 72,000 people.
Yeah, of course you are.
I'm gonna make a announcement channel.
And actually, I'm gonna post that we are streaming somewhere else. Because
and then
I have
everyone
friends who
can
would be
view
interested.
the channel, but they can't. I can read message history. They can't send messages. And then we add atoms. Who can do all those?
I'm very excited about a lot of things, but that's very good because I'm currently if you have been following me on Twitter, which I have to assume that people are, because I would be surprised if people found us any other way, or like Nikki's Twitter or something equivalent, which is what I mean. But you have seen me talk about my depression recently, and that's because I've been dealing with it. And so it's really nice to be able to still be creative and excited about things in the future while dealing with depression. And so that's just a little note I wanted to make right now, because this stream that we're planning and working on has really helped me in that regard. So
Yes. I'd say it gets me to focus as I'm still scrolling through things because I have notifications and they're bugging me. Put myself in Do Not Disturb. It doesn't make the notifications go away though.
No. But yes, so this I think is like a little mausoleum type thing, because I think this is like both a green space and maybe also like a graveyard. That's kind of cool.
Very cool. Old graveyard. Some spoopy times. Draw a ghost.
Draw a ghost. I was thinking, well, I mean, I guess things could be haunted, but I just meant more like this is where people are at rest.
It's a ghost.
No, it's a grave. I can draw a ghost. Woo!
Yeah.
It's a kind of a happy ghost.
The ghost is excited.
What if I just left that there and people were like, why the hell is there just this random ghost? Maybe I'll just make it really small.
Yeah, just make it smaller, make it white, slightly see-through. Or, yeah, like, you know what I mean.
Whee! I'm gonna hide this ghost, and then people in the know will be like, there's a ghost on your map. Maybe the little island is haunted.
Are you gonna leave it green? You're gonna make it white?
Oh, it's, that's just the layer behind it. I will change it. Scale rotate.
Shelby said, as I'm right there with you, I've been looking for a good collaborative project, and I'm so excited for this. Creating art is good for my mental health.
Absolutely. 100%.
Hundo percento.
Select, deselect. I'm gonna do this. And then I'm gonna do this.
I am planning the things that I should have done yesterday, but I was moving, so I couldn't.
Yeah, but I mean, that's a very valid reason. Look at that little ghost. I love it. Yeah, I can't wait for people to in-depth look at this map like 6 months from now and be like, what is that about?
Just add a bunch of little things and don't explain anything.
Oh, I really want to now.
Whenever you get like bored of drawing buildings, just be like, you know what this needs?
A dog.
Yeah, exactly.
It's funny because the first time I was drawing this and talking to Nikki, I just in the middle of a sentence was like, lighthouse! And she was like, what are you talking about? I said, I'm drawing a lighthouse. So obviously I needed to talk about it. The lighthouse is right here, obviously. Although it's hard to see because it's not colored in yet. Yeah, I do like this idea now. I'm gonna just start putting weird. Look how tiny the ghost is. It's so little.
The chance of someone finding it is slim to none.
Well, we're gonna make it like Where's Waldo now. I'm very excited about this.
Do you see a ghost?
Where's the scroll? Where's the dog in a hat? Where's the...
See, what you do is you don't tell them about it, but then if they notice it and say something, you're just like, give them the scroll.
Oh my god, that'd be amazing. I'm doing
Cool.
this now.
Now you found it, so...
You found it, so now it's in the game. Congrats. Of course, Shelby has an in because she is here while we are talking about this.
No cheating, Shelby. No metagaming.
Okay, cool. Very cool. Well, that's a good building. We'll put this building somewhere. I think I haven't done this one. Let me see. Oh, I did it over there. Okay, I could adapt it. Get rid of the towers. My process is taking buildings that I made in an old map, looking at them in this viewer over here for references, and just stealing them and adapting them to this current map. Because I'm not very good at architecture. I'm good at people. I can draw people. But like when it comes to...
You've done some amazing architecture, so that's not true.
Yes, but I guess my point is I'm not good at... I can design people from nothing. But I can't design buildings from nothing. I need an inspiration for the buildings, I guess is my point.
If I'm not mistaken, were you not able to... Didn't you need pictures before for your characters?
Yeah, that's true. And I still use references for poses.
So, it's all part of the learning game.
It really is.
You want to hear the cool new name for the new game I'll be running on Sunday? Whispered Wonders.
Is that Necrobiotic? When is Necrobiotic? Oh,
That's
no,
Saturday.
that's your... This is
This is
your
the paid
your
Sunday
paid game. Oh, Whispered Wonders. This is, the,
Uncaged Anthology.
That's the word I was looking for. That's exciting.
Necrobiotic, which is on 6 p.m. on Saturday, is Emotional Drive.
Oh, that's cool. That's really, really cool, actually. Because it could have many meanings.
Mm-hmm.
I need to come up with a name for the Quest RPG campaign because all I've been calling it is the Quest RPG campaign.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh, I should be tracking.
I know the general themes. Maybe we can brainstorm names while we're talking.
I'm terrible at names.
You came up with Chaotic Wonderful. You did. It was your idea, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, that's a fluke.
Nikki's like, actually, you're lying.
No, I'm sure you're right. It's a fluke.
But of course, it involves your favorite thing, which is chaos. So, like,
Yeah, and technically, like, I don't know.
the only way we could have made it more Nikki is if the logo was all purple.
Yes.
It's her favorite color.
Understatement.
What did you just buy that was purple? Was your trash can purple?
I bought all purple knives.
Oh, that's what it was. That's very funny. And actually, there is, oh my gosh, I saw a TikTok somebody made of, and the caption was, "Why are people with a favorite color purple like this?" And it was this woman in a robe that was purple, and every other thing, including her MacBook or her laptop cover and her water bottle and her vacuum, it was so funny. Everything she had was purple, and it was hysterical. It was one thing after the other. Have you seen that TikTok?
I've seen similar TikToks, but I'm not that bad.
No, but like you have a very clear like bent towards purple.
Yes, obviously, because it's the truest color of them all and the best color.
Green begs to differ.
I mean, green can be wrong, but
so rude.
What's funny is green is my husband's favorite color.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Keith has good taste.
Well, he married me, so.
That's what I was getting at.
I don't know if that's a good taste thing or if it's like a wasn't thinking straight.
Well, let's be generous and say that it was good taste.
Fine. I will be nice to myself this once.
Oh, and I should do like a streamer thing and remind people, if you have not yet followed this channel, please do. It helps us.
Yes. Also, you can check out our Twitter, and I will get the link because we don't have bot commands set up, because why would we?
Well, we would if we had the will to do it.
There's our Twitter. And there's my Twitter. And here's Ellen's Twitter.
Oh, thank you.
Alright, so going back to uploading this thing. I just remembered that I was sent the video or the podcast for today, and it wasn't uploaded yet.
Oh.
I mean, he sent it to me at like 10:15 last night, and I went to bed like at 11.
Yeah. Nikki and I were actually talking last night, and like there was a certain point where we both stopped talking because we were just too tired. And it was very funny because that does not usually happen with the two of us.
No. It's like, maybe it's time to go to bed.
Exactly. Yeah, I went to bed early last night. And then weird things happened in the Discord that we were both in. And I woke up this morning and read through, and I was like, what in the world? Everybody's names are changed, and it's chaos. It's just chaos.
Oh, is it?
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't even paying attention.
Of course you weren't.
I don't understand.
Yeah, it's wild. You have to go back and read the thread, but
I'm not gonna do that.
it's worth it. Somebody posted the Troy walking in carrying pizzas, everything's on fire gif, and that is the best usage of that gif ever.
There. Okay. I'm joined by...
Maybe this is a tower. Let's do a tower. Let's do a fancy tower. Where's a fancy? That one's not fancy. That one's okay. That's the birdhouse, I think. Yeah, that's the birdhouse. Let's do the tower, but make it fancier.
Let's see if it came up. I'm so happy when it actually listens.
Technology. We'll make it like a fancy tower. Not that I know what that means.
I was trying to verify that somebody was in a post that I think, or an episode on my own channel that I was like, I'm pretty sure he was there. He was, I was right.
To be fair, you record a lot.
No. Define a lot.
Don't you do it like at least minimum 3 recordings a week?
If you combine streams, yes. I think I do 2 maximum currently because one of them has been canceled, but occasionally sprinkled in with a discussion episode and a one-shot. And then 3 streams.
How many days are there in a week? Can you remind me?
72.
That seems wrong.
I don't know why.
But yes, Nikki is my favorite friend who does too much.
It's a very specific favorite friend.
Well, you're my favorite friend who does, like, in a lot of other ways, but, like, that, of the friends who do too much, definitely Nikki is at the top. Because you also do the most. So it's weighted in both, like, friendship categories and also in the amount of stuff you do. And so even if you were, like, a much worse friend, which you're not, you're a very good friend, you would still be winning because you do so much.
Yes, winning. All the time.
But at what cost?
Sanity?
Yeah, maybe. Sleep, definitely.
Excuse you. I slept for some amount of time last night.
Okay, it would be more impressive if you knew the number.
I have to look it up. I almost slept for 8 hours last night. Thank you very much.
Oh, wow. That's pretty good for you.
Yeah, considering 3 days last week were less than 5.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that. That's in the past.
It's fine.
Yeah, I'm in the period where I would sleep too much due to depression. So, like, I have to make sure I set alarms and wake myself up. It's a nice little tower. Let's go to the Fluros map. There we go. Yeah, this is what I want. I want some of these guys. I think I did that one. Did I do the apothecary? I think I did. That's a good one. And once again, nobody narc on me to Andrew, who runs First Watch on Twitter, because I'm showing brief snippets of a map I made for him that has not yet aired. But it's airing Tuesday, because Cheryl just said that it comes out Tuesday, so that's very exciting. Some of our very good friends run a show called The First Watch, and are doing a mini-series including Cheryl, who is at Roving Naturalist, and Check Nature on Twitter. She runs Nature Check, which is a science-based 3.5 campaign. And then Darby, who is Chaotic Darby on Twitter, is also in that game, and she is just a delight. I keep saying to Nikki, like, I really want to play with Darby.
If you want reactions, the best reactions ever, invite Darby to your show.
She's just so good. Like, she's just, like, so honest with her feelings and, like, her reactions to things, and it's very fun.
There is one point, I actually was like, Al, I think you pierced my eardrum with how high your voice just went.
Oh no.
We had a very intense first episode of Shadowrun on Friday. Just saying.
Did everyone survive? Because I know, like, at certain points that was in question.
Emotionally, no.
Okay.
Physically, yes.
And this is over on Weave the Tale.
It is. Fridays at 3:30 p.m. Eastern. But, yeah, there was some questionable comments made in the pre-episode that we posted the day before. That was like, what's the last thing I remember about an ex-player who has left the game? And they're like, you don't really have any memories. It's been blocked out. And she's like, what? Is he alive or dead, Mitchell? Is he alive or dead?
Oh, wait. And wasn't this the one who was going to be Darby's character's roommate that she, like, low-key was like, I think they like each other?
Yep.
So that's, like, I mean, it would be a big deal regardless, but that's, like, even more emotional.
Yep. Evidently, they are/were lovers.
Oh!
And, or became lovers, but, yeah. She unlocked a memory. And so, out of character, they have a stream coming up next week, I think. Or, yeah. And it's like one shot to find out what actually happens. But in character, we don't know what happens because that hasn't happened yet, technically.
Mm-hmm.
In reality, like in the game, it's supposedly happened. But we may have run into said person in a completely different continent and country. But then she unlocks a memory saying, you should be dead. You shouldn't be here. Basically. But he seems real and looks real and everything like that.
I need to watch, like, I don't have enough time, so that's, like, the reason why I don't watch everything that all of my friends are in all the time. But, like, there are so many things that I hear so much about them, just like, I need to watch this.
The Shadowrun game's pretty fun. I like it. Yeah, it's a lot of drama.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Or what's funny is, isn't this the game where you ended up dating 2 different people and one of them, like, had relationship ties to you that I won't get into for spoiler reasons, but, like, you didn't go into it expecting to be dating anyone necessarily, and then Mitch was like, actually.
So I put invitations, relationships, and flirting. So it was a thing that I mentioned that I was interested in.
Mm-hmm.
It just hadn't really come up. And then, like, the first session, I was invited or asked by my character was asked by her neighbor, oh, I want to set you up with my grandson. And she's like, oh, sorry, I'm not interested in men. She's like, oh, well, I have a granddaughter too. That's fine. I'll introduce you too. And the day that date happened, right before, her ex-fling, who was like an on and off again, super spicy, like bad for each other type of vibe, showed up basically to say, hey, I'm giving you this courtesy heads up because I can't hurt you while you're in the chateau, which is a safe place, a neutral territory. That once you step out of here, someone has hired me to take care of you.
Yikes.
And my character's like, please tell me to take care of me in a good way. And they're like, you know better than that. So
fun.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, yeah, I was pretty sure that one of them was supposed to kill you and had also been in a relationship with you previously. So
yeah, on and off and oh my god, that was such a sad ending for that fling relationship thing. Like, I don't want to spoil it, but episode 9, I think, it was so sad.
Yeah, I need to watch this.
Like, that original scene happened earlier in the season, like maybe 4 or 5, I think. I'm not really sure the exact number. But the actual fight happened in like 8 or 9. And it was a brutal battle. And then something one of the players did, because we didn't know what would happen, made it significantly sadder.
Oh no. That's Shadowrun for you, though. And that also, like, I have not had the opportunity to play with Mitch, but everything I've heard about his DMing is that, like, he is going to make you feel emotions.
I'm sending it to you, so it's not mentioned as a spoiler out loud, but...
Aww, that's so sad!
Right?
That's so sad. Aww. That sucks.
It's just like, why would you do this?
For the tears.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's the opposite of for the lulz.
Because I can.
Because it makes for good drama. And you know what? That's what we're all playing TTRPGs for, really, I think.
I mean, I choose to do things for the drama all the time, specifically in Weird Web. Because...
yeah, you're very good at making your characters make horrible decisions, just because it'll be dramatic.
Sometimes it's just because I'm an idiot.
Okay, well, that's always true, but that's true of everybody. Sometimes you just have dumb moments. Oh, I have a very funny update on my Saturday game. So this is not a stream game, this is a home game. And I play my paladin, Petra. And she is, like, so earnest and so forthright. And, like, she just thinks, generally speaking, that people are good. And so it doesn't occur to her that sometimes she should not, like, say things to everybody. And so we are talking to the head of the organization called the Violets in town. And they are basically, like, the guard force, but they also do, like, specialized, like, protection jobs and stuff like that for the Duke as well. And, so we're talking about, like, one of our allies who we saved from a condition who we had previously thought could be an enemy because we were made to think that. And so in talking to the Violet captain about this, Petra's like, oh, well, maybe whoever was trying to make us suspicious of Sybil was doing it to get at Thorfinn, who was another one of our allies, who we had learned is like the two of them are involved. And he just stops and he goes and he looks at Petra and he says, why would that get to Thorfinn? And she goes bright red because the last time she had talked to Sybil about this, she had asked Sybil if Thorfinn had the chance to like do some research on something, and she had very awkwardly been like, oh no, he was busy, and it was very obvious that he was busy because they were fucking because she had just recently gotten better from being horribly fatally ill, and so Petra, remembering all of this in like a sudden flurry, is like, oh, they're probably not supposed to be fraternizing because they're both violets. So she just goes, no reason, and turns bright red, and he's just like looking at her. And I think the DM failed the insight check because nothing else followed up on that. But I can't tell because he rolls privately in the VTT. But like the other players are like moving on very quickly from that, and gave another like assertion as to why Thorfinn could be involved. And Petra was just like, oops. Because if she had given away that they were actually involved, pretty sure Thorfinn would have like straight up murdered my character because he's like very intense. But anyway, so that was my like, oh, that was stupid, but it was very in character stupid.
Mm-hmm. Sounds funny.
It was hysterical. Everybody was like, oh my god, you almost just like ruined everything. And the DM was like, that was almost really funny. It was funny, but it was almost really funny. But I was tweeting about this the other day. That's my favorite trait, like negative trait to have. It's one in Savage Worlds. Like there's the hindrance big mouth. And it's just so fun to me to have that trait, because as long as you are not doing it in a way that like really damages the party and like causes like strife in that way, like everybody has to be on the same page. Like it has to be funny and like not horrifying. But if you're on the same page about it, it just, there's so much potential for like hilarity. Because she also gave away some other information, and one time she actually cleared someone's name because she was really honest about a weird magic thing that happened at the party, and like just came out with it entirely and overshared basically. And the monk was like, Petra, what are you doing? But like it ended up getting us the information we needed, so it was like a good thing. It was a net positive, but like, can you hear my dog downstairs?
Yes.
Okay, that's Cooper. That is through a closed door and downstairs, by the way. But yeah, it was a net positive, so like it has done some good, but it mostly is just very funny.
Let's see, what stupid decisions did Jasley make? Jasley is my Teens in Space character currently. For my Friday game. Is that a weird web?
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, I think she's just being obnoxious more than anything. Because something was happening in the ship, and we landed, but our ship got locked because our ship didn't have the proper codes to dock, so it was basically locked up, so we couldn't leave.
Interdicted. Maybe,
I don't know. So Jasley went and flirted with somebody to convince them to help, which worked because she's famous. So she's like, does she know me? Fantastic. Like, I'll give you, yeah, if you look, I just need you to figure out why our ship is locked And that's all not really that difficult. They're like, yeah, sure. And then they had like a really cool act. Like, it was a spider person. But they came over and they were looking at it and they're like, your ship doesn't have any protocols in it at all. Like, basically slowly realizing our ship is not a normal ship. And we're like, I'm just like, look, all I know is the ship works, it does what it needs to do, and it's whatever. Like, everything is great. I don't have time to worry about that. It's fine. Just make it work. That's all I'm asking you to do. So she eventually was convinced to make it work. And she just like looked really confused, and I was like, I'll give you a ticket to my concert later. It'll be fine. Everything is great. Then something happened. Another player went searching around and found something we weren't supposed to find.
Of course.
Which is, the ship is, yes, being run by the AI. The AI, though, is not an AI. It's a human that is inside of a tube underneath the ship. Just running the thing. And when she finally gets control over herself and is taken out, we don't know what to do. Like, I can't fit down there as Jasley. Jasley's a human. She can't fit down into the little hole that the lizard person who can shapeshift can. So I called for help and got a guy who would come and assist us. And he was asking, like, what's going on? I was like, honestly, I don't know. There's just a lot of screaming down there. Something's happening. I can't see what's going on. And so basically he was being very insulting, which is kind of rude, but understandable at the same time, because Jasley was literally being an idiot. And she's like, yeah, you know, we're just vibing up here trying to get things together so we can go to our thing. And then I think our manager is fucked up right now. Like, I don't really understand what's going on. They just wanted to know if you could fix it. I was told to get help. And he's like, who is the captain of the ship? I'm like, well, technically I am the captain of the ship. He's like, no, you're not. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. I was like, weird. Whatever. So then they're doing their thing, and Jasley's just over here, like, she's bored, so she just starts vlogging in the middle of them doing things because she's nowhere near them. And when we finally get the girl out of the thing, she basically is like, she's just like, fucking Jasley and her stupid Skittles bullshit, and I'm so tired, and da-da-da. Like, she just like went off basically a little bit, or was like complaining. And someone's like, I'm confused. And it's like, so Jasley is a traveling celebrity, and every time we go somewhere, she specifically asked, this came up in the first episode, she needs 7 mirrors in her room. Skittles, but just the red and the purple. And a bodyguard / fangirl boy. And those are her requirements as a celebrity that she demands every time and doesn't get. Because she was saying, like, oh yeah, I booked the place, and then I tell them this person needs X and this person needs Y, and then Jasley probably has a long list of things that she wants, and I'm like, I do actually. What a shock.
What kind of celebrity is she?
Musician.
Oh. Is it a Hannah Montana situation?
No, she doesn't hide who she is normally, but she's just she is a guitarist and a singer.
Cool. That sounds like it's wild.
I have fun.
Of course you do.
Why can I not hear the audio?
You can't hear our audio?
No, it's fine. This audio is fine.
Your audio.
I'm trying to.
Your podcast stuff.
I'm trying to do a snippet on DaVinci Resolve and add text to it, but I can't hear. Let's see, audio preferences. Audio. Music. Nope. System. Output. Speakers. Save. There we go.
Oh, hi, Fluffy.
Fluffy, hello. Welcome.
Yeah, I have 11 more buildings after this one to draw. And then I can, like, add little secrets to the map, like a ghost that we added earlier because Nikki said to draw a ghost. Let me find the ghost. There it is! I'm waiting for the stream to catch up so you can actually see it. There's a little ghost. Yeah, Nikki's idea, which I love, is to, like, put little hidden things in all over the map and just, like, see if anybody notices them. So that is, like, the thing that I'm going to be doing once I get tired of doing, actual work.
No tired, only drawing.
No tired, only drawing. I wish that were true. Because drawing is just, like, so nice and relaxing for me. But also, because you have to maintain, like, your mental creativity the whole time, it's like, sometimes I just get really exhausted. And then I'll be like, why am I so tired? Oh, it's because I spent 5 hours drawing today.
Awesome. Me. That doesn't make you tired.
Yeah. It's always wild. Yeah, the mental energy is definitely what does it. Although sometimes I'll be like, why is my arm tired? Why is my wrist tired? And it's like, oh yeah, because I spent 5 hours drawing today.
Weird.
Yeah. Wild how that works.
Absolutely wild. So, fun fact, last night I took a full chocolate after we got off. After I finished doing whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And, I was high as fuck.
I'm sure you were.
I wish I had the focus on hyperfixation to spend 5 hours drawing. Adderall will do that to you.
I would do that even pre-Adderall.
Sorry.
That is because lately I think my hyper focus is drawing, so like ride that while I can. But also because like if I don't know what to do, it is a very good like, oh, I feel productive, but I'm not necessarily always being productive thing to do. So like it's good that way, but it's also very is this in the audio?
In the physical universe.
This is very weird. Can you hear the music?
I have the stream.
Oh,
I have the
okay.
stream muted.
There's like a physics lecture over the music, and I was like, this is very strange. Not what I expected. Yeah, the people talking.
What are you using?
Pretzel rocks.
You can make it so that there's no, or it's instrumental only.
Let me see. Oh yeah, I can. Instrumental. I'm gonna skip to the next track. There we go. Because that was weird. Oh my. I feel like I have heard so many different like debate club things from Tumblr over the years. I just don't recall any of them right now. Yeah. Oh, this one reminds me of Mass Effect. I really like it. I'm gonna go say that I like it so that I can find this again. Like track. Yeah. So close to being done buildings. Brianna, hello.
Hi, Brianna.
Aw, the puppy.
How dare the puppy steal you from us?
How old is Finn? Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Four months. Wow. Brianna has the world's cutest little puppy. What?
I have a cute puppy.
Well, I mean, like, a baby dog. Like, my dog is the world's cutest dog. But, like, I'm talking about a puppy.
We're have to fight. She can have a cute puppy, but it's not the cutest. I mean, my puppy is not a dog puppy anymore either, but
Yeah.
she's a puppy.
You got a big girl. And I got a big boy, but, you know, Finn is just this tiny little fluff ball, and every time you post pictures of him, I'm just like, oh my god, I love him.
He's adorable. I'll give him that. I'm just very biased.
Also, thank you, Fuffy. I feel like I draw buildings slowly, but I guess not. Oh, I'll put that one there. That's a good one to put there. But I'm also like doing, essentially, this is like the gesture drawing of buildings, I feel like, because I'm not doing, other than this big one here, that I did actually 3D, like I'm not doing like super detailed buildings. I'm just doing mostly detailed buildings. Oh, thank you. Thank you for complimenting my map making skills. I appreciate that. I really like maps, and I follow a ton of map makers on Twitter. One of my favorite of whom is Salvatera. Fernando Salvatera is really nice, and like I love all of his stuff, and he's just like a very sweet, kind person and a very nice dude to like know on Twitter. But I feel like my niche is like city maps, because I get very detailed and into them, and they help me world build a lot. I like to, I'm zooming out so you can see the whole thing. I like to make it so that like there are called out buildings on the map that have actual structure to them, so that those are like realistically the places that oh, there's absolutely a map making side of Twitter. It is true. TTRPG maps in particular I'm talking about, but there's like probably a map, like real world map making community too. But I like to call out the buildings that would be the most eye-catching if the party were to walk by them. And that way, I'm not sure if I'm going to put labels on all of them or if I'm going to leave them unlabeled and like I might do a key over here on the left-hand side where all this forest is, because that's like, it's forest, but it doesn't really add that much to the map itself. So I might put a key there and like label everything instead of putting the names directly on the map, because that might get a little cluttered. But yeah, it helps me because it forces me to create these like districts of the city and like locations where people would go. So like I made a cemetery, I made like a library, I made various noble houses, and like here is a good blacksmith and stuff like that, and like a tannery and an apothecary, and it just helps me because like those are things that the party's gonna need to go and see, and I already have them built into where they are on the map if I make the map. Because my secret is I am very lazy when it comes to world building. Like if I can get away with it, I won't do it. Just because even though I love writing and I love creating and I love drawing, I don't like sitting down and cataloging all the information. Don't know why. Might be ADHD related, who knows. And maybe that's something I will get better at as I am medicated, who knows. But anything that I can do that forces me to world build is a helpful thing. So that's why I like making maps. Oh, well maybe I need to just like sit there in a voice chat with Fluffy and be like, okay, here's all of this, and you can write it down for me. Because Fluffy just said that her favorite thing is writing down all the information on something.
Very cool. I mean, flowers are neat, so not wrong.
Yeah, and it's funny because, like, in games I play, I really appreciate the DMs who go all out and, like, have everything built out. Like, my Friday game and my Saturday game, those DMs are both very good at that. And, will have information on, like, popular songs that the bard might be singing, or, like, the play that is being put on at the theater down the street, or stuff like that. And I'm like, I don't fucking know. So it's unfortunate because, like, I aspire to be like that and to put that level of detail into my world. It's just like, it's harder for me to sit there and do it.
Understandable.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not one to judge on that.
Well, I've been in a lot of Nikki's games, and Nikki's favorite way to prep is to not prep, and to just go with the flow. And don't get me wrong, like, there are lots of benefits to that as well, and improvisation is very important in a DM. It's just, I wish that I was able to focus enough to do some of the more, like, detail-oriented stuff as well.
I randomly get ideas by Googling things as we're playing.
That's my favorite, because I'll just hear, like, the clack of the keyboard, and I'll be like, Nikki's Googling.
Mm-hmm. So, for, like, example, my favorite one, and I've told Ellen will remember this one. In one game that I ran, it was a 5e game, city building, game. The party was on their way to pick up party supplies, actually. That is like a month-long journey to get there. And I had my planning was I previously rolled to see if they would encounter anything. So all I knew was that they were going to encounter Githyanki warriors, and that was literally all I knew. So at this moment they were supposed to randomly run into these people, I said, what if they're not warriors and they're just chilling and eating lunch? And then I googled Gith, and I started like looking up details about them as they're talking. And I'm like, why would they be here though? Because the Gith live in the astral plane. Well, what if they're here because, it looks like they were enslaved by mind flayers and they just recently got free. So what if they're here because mind flayers are here and they were here to take them down? Ooh, a mind flayer fight would work really well. So then I look up what the difficulty would be, how many mind flayers basically to the party to make it a challenge. And then they fight the mind flayers, or the party fights the mind flayers. They save one of the two NPCs because they were literally one hit away from losing them, like being killed instantaneously. And I rolled a 3 as my highest on advantage, which gave them one more round to kill this thing. So then I was just going to have them leave. Like, they were going to go back home, their job was done. And I see that they have... what's that term? What's the spell?
Plane shift.
Thank you. Plane shift. I was like, teleport something or other. They have plane shift, and then I was like Googling plane shift to look at the specific wording, and I saw they could take up to 8 people. And I was like, counts members in group. So the woman speaks up and says, I appreciate it so much for your help. Would you like a boon? We can give you one if you follow us to our home plane. Time works differently there, though. So basically, do you want to go to the astral plane? And every single person's like, wait, seriously? I was like, yeah, sure, why not? So we get to the astral plane, and I'm already Googling astral plane, what's there, and I see that the only information that's really about the astral plane is that there's the silver pools, there's a graveyard of the gods, and that's really it. Not much else. So I decided the silver pools are like a ritual type of thing where once you get there, that's how you get the silver line that attaches you to your astral projection. And then I made a gigantic futuristic city because I'm like, what if, like, because they have so much time comparatively, what if this is like a futuristic place and this is actually like a legit city, just like completely solid black glass, everything, like a maze, a cacophony of mazes that you have to go into certain buildings to get out of other buildings type of deal. And I basically made Shadowrun, but in the astral plane, all off the top of my head in the course of like 3 hours of a game.
It was wild.
And then the game changed like permanently.
Our buy city game, buy city, buy intrio, buy party. Oops, we never came back from buying party supplies. As far as they know, we were probably dead. It was wild though.
Well, I gave you 3 chances to leave, I think.
Oh, we absolutely were not going to turn back. Like, that was...
No, I know. The way astral plane works is 1 day on the astral plane is 1,000 years on a material plane. So after an hour passed, I let the party know, hey, do you want to head back to town or back to your home because it's been an hour, so 42 years have already passed.
Yes, oh boy, indeed. And we were like, nope, we're good.
So I asked again at 3 hours. I asked again at 6 hours. And then I said, do you want to go to 24? They said yes. We got to 24 hours. And they said, are you staying? Because at 24 hours, 1,000 years officially passed. And they said yes. And I said, okay. Everybody remake your characters this week as if they have lived here for a year. You can tweak things as you want. You can get weapons of sorts from the future. So, like, you can get a gun, basically, or like a laser or something like that. Just, it's, instead of like technology, it's magical technology. And then next week, tell me what you did for last year and how you grew accustomed to this world. I didn't really want to roleplay out to the whole, this is like learning about technology for a year. That sounded really boring.
Mm-hmm.
So it worked out in the end. Yep, pretty much.
Basically, yeah. I was a rogue. My character was a rogue, and she kept her crossbow. But like, I got a really cool cape that let me fly, and did all kinds of shit. It was a really fun game.
And then I burnt myself out and needed a break.
Yeah, well, that happened.
And now I'm just starting to DM again, and now I'm DMing Shadowrun for the first time.
Yeah. Oh, and my character is... She's not as mean as I thought she would be, but she is absolutely as obsessed with herself as I thought she would be.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, but like I created 2 different characters, and one everybody on Twitter loved the design of, which was amazing because usually when I draw like my own OCs, I don't get tons of like engagement with it, which, not to sound like, oh, engagement's the most important thing, because it's not, but like it's still nice to see people like your art. And so I drew this like wild jumpsuit character, and she is a mage, street shaman, and like has all kinds of things going on. But I decided not to play her because the rules are a little more complicated for Magic and Shadowrun, and I've never played it before. And so I made a different character, which is a face character, and she is like has family ties to one of the corporations, so like is essentially the 0.1% in the Shadowrun world, except she was like kicked out basically for reasons, backstory, spoiler reasons, and she is just like wears super rich clothes, spent all of her money, like all the karma and character creation on like super fancy pheromones, and refused to buy secondhand because she didn't want something that had been used by someone else before. Are you kidding me? And like she's just like completely buys into her own hype. So she thinks that she can convince anyone of anything, and that everyone should and would like either want her or want to be her. And so like it could have gone a whole lot of ways when she was meeting the party, because the way Nikki set it up was she was there on a separate job trying to get the Halloweeners boss to agree to work with her particular Mr. Johnson, who hired her for her job. And meanwhile, the other members of the party were there trying to get goods back from this gang. And so they are shooting up the place while Saint, my character, is engaged in discussion. And like eventually they realize that they are under attack, and so they tell her to hide or whatever, and she's like, yeah, right. And he had made some... shitty comment about how, like, they would accept the deal if, you know, they threw her in. And so she was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna fucking shoot you in the head. She didn't end up shooting him in the head. One of the other party members did. But she would have if she had a shot. But yeah, so she, like, was very, very obviously overconfident when the, Street Sam came to, like, finish the job. And initially he was, like, pointing a gun at her because he wasn't sure who she was and if she was involved with the gang. And, it is a hot mess. It's so funny. Because, like, the Street Sam character is played by our friend Bill, and he loves Shadowrun. He has played so much Shadowrun. He's run it. He's an expert at Shadowrun, but he's never played 6th edition. And so we're all learning together. But, like, so he knows all the lingo and stuff, and my character wouldn't know the lingo because she's from, like, the upper class and has never had to deal with life on the street doing runs before. And so, like, they are trying to figure out a way to like be on the same page with each other. And our Decker has like severe social anxiety, and so he, like, picked them up in the van, and, like, Saint, my character, noticed immediately that he has severe social anxiety and made it her point to, like, try to make him more uncomfortable by, like, flashing smiles at him and, like, you know, just, like, looking really hot because that's who she is. And she enjoys making people feel uncomfortable because she's awful. But yeah, it's really fun, and I'm very excited for that game, and I think it turned out really well, because it could have gone all sorts of ways, Nikki, when I was explaining how Saint became party members with the others, and, like, it could have gone very badly, but it worked out.
Could have. I'm glad it didn't.
Yes, she is the extra lady with the neon sign hat. Yes, it's a halo, actually. She does not believe in any god but herself. She is absolutely buys into her own bullshit. She named herself Saint, of all things, for her runner name. And she wears this big, expensive ass white trench coat with gold trim and like really well tailored shirt and pants, and, like, has all these, like, all this jewelry and whatever. And yes, in real life I wouldn't be able to stand her either, but, like, I love her, and playing her is so fun because, like, this is not the sort of character I play at all. Usually if I play a charisma-based character, they are, like, cheerful and sweet. This is not cheerful and sweet.
Also a paladin.
Yes, also usually a paladin. Yeah, sometimes a warlock. And actually my Friday game character is probably the best at charisma in our party, which is very unfortunate, and she is a rogue cleric. Yes, absolutely. No, Fluffy, it's funny that you say that, because there in Shadowrun you can take qualities, and you can take positive and negative qualities, and she is, I emphasize, she is awful. I do not agree with this. I just think it's good for the drama. And so one of her negative qualities is that she is prejudiced, and she is specifically prejudiced against lower class people because she doesn't want to mingle with the poor, as she would believe it. So, like, I feel bad even saying that, so please don't take that as me saying that. But that is, like, what the character is like. And so she was already not feeling it with the yes, exactly, Fluffy. She was already not feeling it with the gang boss when she was trying to convince him to, like, let her boss take over. And then he suggested that, like, they go out to dinner, and he's like, yeah, I know this really nice diner down the street. And she was just like, had to pause for a second and not be, like, overtly disgusted. And then when he later made the comment about, like, if she got thrown in with the rest of the deal, that's when she was like, yeah, I'm gonna kill this motherfucker. But yeah, it's very interesting because Shadowrun lets you play characters that, like, you wouldn't normally play because it's such a weird and awful world. Or at least that's what it seems like to me. I think you're much less overtly heroes than you are in some other systems.
You are not heroes in Shadowrun. In any form of way.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Criminals.
Brianna, like, Shadowrun is so much fun. Like, it's, from my understanding reading the book, it's possible that your goal might be to, like, take down corporations, but it doesn't seem like you're taking down corporations out of the good of your heart. It seems like you're taking them down for, like, either your own gain or revenge. But yeah, the little bit I have played of Shadowrun, very, very fun. And I'm very pleased that... Yes, I would definitely recommend using some sort of generator when it comes to making your character, because Nikki has made 2 characters in this edition before, but it still took us, like, a solid 3 hours, 4 hours maybe, to make the character, and even then later I had to, like, make some edits.
Yeah, Shadowrun is a little convoluted when creating a character.
Yeah. But after the first time you've done it, I will say it gets significantly easier. But that's true of most systems. But yeah, there's just so much. The classes are very interesting, and the mix of tech and magic is very cool to me. Yeah, there's always a learning curve.
I got the medicine lockbox that I've been waiting for, but it's like a pain in the ass to put together.
Nice.
Maybe we, like, turn this into a building a lockbox stream, and we put the camera on Nikki and we help her do it.
It's literally just trying to jam it in a hole, basically.
Oh, really? That sounds fun, Fluffy, and taking down demons and angels hiding in a corporation and disposing of capitalism. That sounds like fun, and like something that could conceivably happen in Shadowrun, but like your heroes would not be heroes. They would also be like criminals. Which is very fun. Yeah.
I will say that some Shadowrun characters do start out good, because like Paladin's a good guy, but Paladin will target evil people when stealing, not good people. So Shadowrunners, or Paladin's my Shadowrunner, the Shadowrun character for my Friday stream, but oh my goodness, why won't you fucking close? But yeah, she has a heart of gold, but she also will be easily... that can be turned against her. It's seen as a weakness. But like...
But she's also a street samurai, so like she could take down anybody.
She could. She's pretty strong. pretty strong. She has like a 10 in strength,
Nice.
which is the highest you can go, I think. But also, like, I played a character, Zal, who had like a conscience, and she like wouldn't do particular things. In the sense that, hold on, I need the instructions.
Yeah, it might be more like Watchmen than like standard DC or Marvel. Fluffy just said that like it might be like living in Gotham City. And I think there is a certain amount that is similar to that, but I think it's closer to Watchmen in terms of like tone. Which is cool because I really like Watchmen, and I like the opportunity to play different kinds of games that like D&D is great, don't get me wrong. I play it a lot, but it's nice to have an opportunity to play a character that kind of like I would hate meeting her in real life and I would hate dealing with her, but it's very fun to like let loose and play this like ultra charismatic, rich, horrible human being while she's an elf. But yes, you know what I mean. Like, she's awful, but it's so fun to play. Because, like, I think I'm generally a nice person, and so, getting to play someone who is completely unlike yourself stretches some muscles, like, emotionally and creatively, and, like, offers, like, new perspectives, even if they're not perspectives you want to mimic in real life. And just, I think makes you, like, I always come back to GMing, so I think it makes me a better, like, GM of negative and evil characters if I can play as a player character someone who is reprehensible in some way. Aw, thank you. I'm a very nice person according to Brianna and Fluffy, and I appreciate that. I don't know about Killer Kobolds. What's Killer Kobolds about? I mean, I assume it is about kobolds that kill things. Which I am down, because I love me a kobold. Little dragon weird people. And I say that with the utmost affection.
Alright, I'm done putting things together.
Did you get it?
As close as I could.
Cool.
See, I have way too much fun playing reprehensible players because I'm afraid to do it in real life. But in game, the consequences are imaginary.
Oh, so kobolds from outer space with advanced technology sent out to do the murder and kidnapping for various reasons. I love it. That's amazing. And I agree, like, I feel like I don't know how successfully I could, like, I don't think I could play Saint on a stream because I would feel too self-conscious about being awful in front of an audience, but like in a home game it's very different, and I feel like, you know, like safe with the group that I'm with. But because I agree, like, I can't pick like the renegade options in Mass Effect or like the evil options in other BioWare games because I'm too much of a weenie. But it's very fun to do this right now in Shadowrun.
We do technically have room for like a serious player.
Hmm?
We would technically have room for like one more person in that game. Technically.
Yeah.
We just need to find someone who is more serious.
Yeah, it's a game on Mondays, and it's a home game, and it's
We do switch though between that and
Deadlands.
Deadlands.
Yeah. But yeah, if you are a friend who was like, oh, I'd like to try Shadowrun and I'd like to play Deadlands, let us know, because we do have room for one more person in that home game on Mondays.
But I will emphasize again, it is a more serious type of game.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, we're gonna do some hard and like uncomfortable things probably in the name of Shadowrun, and it's not gonna be like sunshine and rainbows. And the Deadlands game as well is a group of villainous characters, not like mustache twirling, but like they're not good people.
They're good at doing their job.
They are very good at doing their jobs. But their job just happens to be killing 12 NPCs in a bar because they had to blow up a demon.
It's not our fault the demon was in the bar, okay? Who put the demon in the bar?
Technically the demon.
Well, then it's the demon's fault.
Yeah, because you were the one who failed to save, and there was going to be problems happening with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And so our very German demolitions expert was like, yeah, I'm going to solve this problem by blowing up the fucking piano, because he thought the piano was the problem. It turned out it was just the piano player who was the problem, but it's very interesting because of the two like combat situation encounters we've had so far in Deadlands, both have ended in explosions. I'm waiting to see if this next one will too.
I will emphasize that just because it's a more serious game does not mean there isn't joking. It's just serious in the sense that we don't go off on tangents out of character very often, and like there's no metagaming allowed, and we are all learning the system. That's more what I mean. It's not constant joking, but there are still jokes or lightheartedness and stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely.
But it is a deadly game, and mistakes have consequences, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, one of the player characters died in the first session, which was surprising, but I think ultimately good for me because I have a thing about not killing characters, so like I think it ended up being a good thing that it happened. And it made sense why it happened. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I'm so close to being done with buildings. I might just not make that one. No, maybe I will. Is there a Lovecraftian horror TTRPG besides Call of Cthulhu?
There's Cthulhu Mythos, which is a D&D 5e.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I'm sure there's other ones too. Cthulhu Mythos, though, their subclasses aren't that great.
Gotcha. I know Aubrey, who is associated with Chaotic Wonderful and also Goblets and Gays over on Twitter, was sharing something for Cthulhu that had to do with changing the sanity mechanics, because that could be a little weird for some people. So that's cool too. What do I want to make? Did I do that one? No, I didn't.
Multitasking and being quieter than normal.
You're good. I'm just sitting here trying to figure out what buildings to draw. Oh, I just realized I was like getting into drawing. I was like, wait, I should be talking. Yeah, I know Fluffy is talking in the chat about what game to do, because she has never DM'd a game before. I think that what you guys are talking about with like regards to the Darkest Dungeon mechanic is pretty cool. The stress mechanic. And it could be horror based and be a fun friend romp. I agree with Brianna. Wow, Driana. That's nothing. I was looking at the word draw and saying Brianna's name. Yeah, that's true. You can make it start light and then like make it get increasingly more horrifying. I will say I'm really excited. I picked a game to run a mini campaign for Chaotic Wonderful, and I'm going to be running Slayer's Dust, which is Slayers is a game where you hunt monsters, and Dust is an expansion for it that takes place in a neighborhood of the whole conceit of Slayers is that you exist in this giant city that is expanding forever. And Slayers Dust is one of the neighborhoods of the city that happens to be a big Western style desert. And it's very cool, and I'm very excited about it, and read the books earlier today and actually retained some of that information, and I was very excited. Because like I don't often read something and then end up retaining it because of ye old ADHD, so it was very nice to be like, hey, I actually remember something and could comprehend these topics and like had ideas for ways to jump off of the source material, and so that's very cool.
You have ideas? Weird.
I know, right? Wild. Yeah, I'm excited for your Monster of the Week game, Brianna, because the only experience I have with Monster of the Week is the Adventure Zone season. That was Monster of the Week. I have never played it. It seems really, really cool. So I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, I was one of the individuals that I was interviewing today for Chaotic Wonderful was like talking about how they have to resist saying yes to just everything because they would say yes to everything and overbook themselves. And I was like, this sounds like me, and it also sounds like Nikki. So I was like, that's very relatable. But at the same time, I just want to be like, I want to be in every game.
It sounds like me.
Yeah, they're fun.
What sounds like me? I heard my name.
Oh, saying yes to every game and being in everything.
Oh yeah. I'm not even gonna fight that one.
And that's valid. Oh, that's cute. Is this the guest who happened to also apply for Chaotic Wonderful? Yes. Well, from what I have seen of him on other shows, like, he is just, like, has a very magnetic personality and seems like he would be a ton of fun to play with. Oh, gotcha. But that's really cool. And I love that, like, making stuff in the TTRPG space, whether it's games or like shows or podcasts, just means that like you get to work with so many cool people and just become friends with so many people you wouldn't meet otherwise, and just like have fun. Just have fun all the time. This building needs some work. This one's a little bit of a mess, but that's okay. It's okay if we say it's fine and we move on. I'm so close to being done. Oh, I was doing it again. Just kind of vibing and drawing. Sorry about that. Good. That's exciting. Is that like specifically a 5e mechanic, Fluffy, that you are talking about? Or, Oh, good. You guys can hear the music, because I'm never sure how loud everything is, and, like, if that's working right. Because I don't listen to my own stream. I don't know if I'm supposed to. I'm not a real streamer. It's okay.
If you're streaming, you're a real streamer.
I'm not, let's say I'm not a pro streamer.
Neither am I. I'm sad because my things that I've pre-scheduled for like a month is ending this week. That means I have to do it again.
I'm sorry, what are you talking about?
My Twitter.
Oh, your scheduled tweets.
Yeah.
You could just be like me and not schedule tweets and just tweet about random shit all the time.
But see, I get distracted and I don't tweet if it's not scheduled. Like, at least if I have something scheduled, then I don't have to worry about it. And then I can still tweet whenever I want, but just not necessarily every single day.
Mm-hmm. That's funny. Yeah, I would be so bad at that when I was like doing Birdhouse Mysteries and stuff. I'd be like, oh yeah, I need to post about this new episode that came out. I just like, it was not top of mind for me.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I will say I'm doing much better when it comes to like Chaotic Wonderful about like remembering to tweet about things.
It is good. I need to come up with a new list of Follow Fridays too.
What do you mean?
I pre-planned all my Follow Fridays for like 2 months.
Oh, of people you're telling people to follow. I see.
And then I also need to do all of my old episode stuff
I know what to
Should be
do.
in.
Just tell them to follow me every time.
every single time.
Yeah, just be like, oh, you should follow Ellen, and then you're done. I'm obviously kidding.
You say that, but
You're like, the lazy part of your brain is like, hell yeah, I'll do that.
sounds like a genius idea. The one issue is I have to find out if the patrons who are paying me to do the certain ad posts are going to pay me again next month before I schedule those. Alright, so this is scheduled through this day.
There's that. Do I really need 3 in that one area? I need like 1 in that area. I don't think I need 3. I'm just gonna erase these 2. And make 1 here. They call it a day with regard to drawing buildings. Let's see, what's a good building? Yeah, June House. Yeah, we can do that.
Is on Thursdays at 6 p.m.
I will say that GIMP is really easy to use. The only reason why I don't currently use it is because it doesn't use pressure inputs from your pen. So it wouldn't react to like different like stroke pressure. Like you can see how if you press harder, you make a deeper stroke that is wider. And it doesn't do that. It would just be like flat the entire time and nothing. Like it wouldn't differentiate that the end was not using like the same amount of pressure, and so it wouldn't do this that I just circled at the end. If it's gonna come up, there's a delay. Okay, there we go. So that is the only reason I don't use GIMP. I like Krita. I will say I do like Krita. Clip Studio Paint is the one that I use the most because I bought it and it has the most robust like community of people making things for it compared to like Photoshop, obviously. But yes, I like GIMP. I like Krita. I really like Clip Studio Paint. It's been very good to me. And I still don't even like my friend Cassie. They know everything about Clip Studio Paint. Well, they would probably say that they don't know everything, but compared to me, they know everything, and they always have like really good tips on how to like do cool things. They use like the 3D models a lot and stuff like that, and they have mastered the program, whereas I just like tend to do the same things and not try new techniques because I don't feel like learning. Because that takes time and effort.
Nice. I mean, effort maybe, but
yeah, that's a really good idea, Fluffy, about like watching people play around with programs you own and see how they do things differently. Like I will say that I learned my technique of using the lasso tool, transform, scale, everything that I'm doing right now, from watching people, because that never occurred to me. But I also don't like I'm very bad at watching things, and I will attribute it to the ADHD. Like I'm usually when I watch things, I am also playing something else or drawing. So I don't do a lot of like watching videos to learn things, but I probably should do more of it.
always. That's why when I do my streams where I'm editing, I like answer questions if people have them.
Absolutely, and I think that's really cool because, like, A, it explains what the process is like for people who listen to podcasts but don't necessarily know how much effort goes into it. Like, people know how, like, effort goes into it, but until you see the actual editing process, you don't realize the amount of time it necessarily takes.
Mm-hmm.
And that level of time and effort is why my podcast is on hiatus. Because I do not have the patience that Nikki does.
patience.
You have enough patience to edit podcasts.
I am stubborn. There's a difference.
But meanwhile, Brianna is the real rock star of like editing shit, because we will be in the Pod Squad like server on Discord, and she'll be like, I edited like 3 things and wrote 5 chapters of my book today, and it's like, holy shit. I'm exaggerating a little.
It was 2 chapters.
As I said, exaggerating a little.
See, I don't have patience for certain things. I don't necessarily like editing as much as I used to enjoy it because I do it for a job now.
Mm-hmm.
So that makes it significantly harder. But I don't know. Right now, like, it doesn't take a lot of effort. I'm just, I'm pre-scheduling for the month because literally I change it once and then just hit schedule, change the date to the next week, schedule, repeat. So I don't have to worry about scheduling anything, or most things. I also have to schedule something, but...
I think that's all the buildings. I think I might cry.
Because you are done, or because...
Because I'm done drawing buildings. And I erased some of the marks. I understand this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. That's pretty good. Like, that's a lot of, like, detailed locations, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry for the captions where it was literally just picking me up saying all those numbers. But I feel like that's a pretty good number, to be honest.
Yes.
Uh-oh, Kirby lore. Kirby lore is always cursed. Every time there's new Kirby lore, our server always discusses whether or not Kirby is vor. I don't think it's necessary to get into it right now on stream, but I just would say that, yes, monstrosities. It's funny because Kirby's like the cutest little character, but it's also like a horror nightmare to think about. Yeah, Fluffy, I have to say I'm surprised that it doesn't occur in our server because of just like who we are as people. I think this is... Yeah, I don't need this layer anymore. Bye, layer. I missed what? Did I miss a... Okay, well, that's fine. Solid year where you couldn't summon the server... Oh, no. See, and in my other server, I joke that, like, I have a sign that is, like, crocheted that says... no vor. Oh my gosh, wait, Darby actually, when Darby was doing a charity stream, I donated to her, and I, like, donated, for different things that she would, she wasn't crocheting, she was, what is it where you
Cross stitch.
cross stitch? Thank you. I was like, it's a C word. And
Let's hope it's not that one.
no, not that one. Yeah, she cross stitched a little cactus, and she cross stitched Novore for me because I donated, and it was very funny. Yeah, that's definitely true. If you talk about it too much, it becomes your thing. Oh! Matt came in at the perfect time. Hi, Matt.
Nice to meet you. I'm Nikki. Might have met you already. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm bad at names.
he's also Taco. He was on last time.
Oh, yes, right.
But see, it's really funny. Like, my mom will hear my brother and I talk about our online friends, and recently she was like, I haven't heard you talk about Taco in a really long time. I said, that's because we've been calling him Matt, his actual real name. And she goes, oh my gosh, I did not realize that Matt and Taco were the same person. But it's just really funny.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember half the names my kid says when they talk.
That's
So
fair.
kudos to your parent. Alright, I just downloaded 7 selfies from the last whatever amount of time. So I can do Selfie Sunday.
Selfie Sunday. That's cute.
Instead of taking a selfie in the morning and remembering, I just use selfies I've already done.
Oh, that's funny, Fluffy. Using people's online names outside of the server and then their actual names inside of the server is very funny. I think I can do more colors now. 72, okay. What's funny to me, I'm just thinking about this because you are planning your Twitter stuff for like the month, and it's funny to me that I will sit here and prep for a game by creating a whole map and do nothing to market myself, but when it comes to DMing, you prefer to do it on the fly, which is awesome, but you are also like, I need to plan out my social media engagement or else I won't do it. And it's just very funny that we are very opposite in that regard.
Yeah, it's well, see, I know I know I don't have time to plan necessarily, and I know I will forget to plan. So unless I specifically set time aside to plan, which I don't, then it just won't happen.
Mm-hmm.
For social media, like if I don't plan it ahead, I will legitimately forget that I have a Twitter, except for like that I need to post on Twitter, and then nothing will be posted at all except for when there's like a release. And that's not how you build up stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I understand completely. It's just funny to me that we have like the opposite take on this.
Yeah, that's fair. I just started doing the planning part of things for like, I think this is started in January.
Oh wow.
Like, I didn't pre-plan before that. I was trying to figure out, like, why am I not getting people to notice my shit? And it was because I didn't post enough. Okay.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm like, what stupid thing can I say on Twitter.com today?
I mean, that works for you.
It sure does, somehow. Against all odds. Oh, and I saw your message in the chat, Fluffy. I would love it if I finished this map today. I don't know if I actually am going to.
Alright. Selfies are posted through the July something.
Hell yeah.
July 11th. Selfie Sunday.
Wait, Fluffy, are we friends on Twitter? Because I don't know if we are. Oh, okay, don't do this to me, Matt. I already posted earlier that I don't understand what morb means, and I don't think I want to know, and I don't understand. Are we following each other? Then maybe I just don't know what your username is. Yeah, and allegedly this is a movie, but this could also, the movie itself could just be a meme, and like I would not know any better. People just keep using the word morb, and I'm like, what is happening? I don't know anymore.
Welcome to my life with like 90% of everything.
Yeah, but you're on TikTok, so like I feel like you get a little more of the like pop culture than I do because you like see things.
I'm on a very specific side of TikTok. And I don't think it's whatever you just said.
Okay. Special, super secret TikTok.
I guess it's from Morbius. Morbius? I don't fucking know. I just googled it. Like, my TikTok is like 50% lesbian TikTok, 40% D&D TikTok, and then another side of TikTok that I won't mention.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like I can only devote time to one social media, and so the one that I've chosen is Twitter, for better or for worse, for my life.
I mean, you met me there, so.
That's true!
pretty cool place then.
It is. And I will say, like, the side of TTRPG Twitter that we're on is really cool. And very nice. I know that that is not all of Twitter that talks about TTRPGs.
Mm-hmm. Lately I've been using TikTok just as kind of like a brain number.
Gotcha.
Which is what it's good at.
Decompressing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Twitter is not what I would call good for decompressing. But that's okay. I'm sure there will be no long-term repercussions from spending hours of the day on social media for years of my life.
That's not why you're depressed at all.
Well, I don't. It's definitely not why, but it could be a contributing factor. That's certainly true.
Not why your depression gets worse sometimes at all.
Yeah.
That's why I got off Facebook. Because Facebook made me sad a lot.
Yeah, Facebook
Right.
was just always a nightmare. Because it was people from high school, like, sharing weird opinions, and I just didn't want to hear it. Yeah, I use Twitter for talking to people, and I use Reddit for hurting myself psychically. And I use drawing. So drawing plus YouTube, usually lately watching Gab Smolders play Elden Ring is my decompression tool plus drawing.
Whatever works.
Mm-hmm. I know, I also love Gab Smolders. She is like... My mom heard me listening to her videos, and she was like, isn't she, like, not exciting enough for you? And I said, actually, I like her because she's so chill. And she also plays all the Nancy Drew games, which is amazing, because I love them. And she is the best at them compared to anybody I've ever watched play the Nancy Drew games. So, it's just like good content. I have not watched her play Observation Duty, but I really want to. I need to go through her backlog. But like her Elden Ring playthrough, chef's kiss, beautiful. It's like I like to think that if I was good at video games and could play a hard game like Elden Ring, that I would play it like she does, which is like, oh, there's interesting things over here. Let's go find out what's going on, and like just kind of chilling.
I need to play more video games.
I go through phases of playing video games. Like I haven't played anything recently because I've been like using my downtime for drawing. So I don't know if that's like a good thing or a bad thing or just a neutral thing. But there are just so many games that I really love that I just don't have the time to commit to right now, including finishing Mass Effect, because I started my replay of the series because Fluffy was playing Mass Effect, and it made me really want to play Mass Effect, and I'm in the middle of Mass Effect 2 and I have not finished. I have a really weird, responding to the chat right now, I have a really weird relationship with, like, horror games, because I'm too weenie to play them, but I enjoy watching other people play them because I'm very intrigued about knowing what the horror is about. So that could fall under the hurting myself psychically category as well.
I can listen to people play Phasmo, but I can't actually watch it or play it. It makes me nauseous.
Yeah, unfortunately, Nikki gets nauseous with first-person games, so that sucks.
Because I have friends who play it all the time.
You also live with somebody who plays a lot.
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, I'm like such a weenie. I cannot play horror games. So, I just watch other people. I just watch Let's Plays and like get scared and scream, and then my dog freaks out. Like, my dog will get so concerned when I'm watching something and scream because he's like, how did something get into the house and I missed it? And I'm like, Cooper, you did your job, don't worry. I just am watching something scary because I hate my own sanity.
I mean, at least you know your downfalls. Mine is I can't play first-person games, and I get mad when people cancel last minute.
Which is valid.
Alright, so everything is scheduled except for the old episodes through the end of June and follow Friday. And obviously the actual episodes that haven't been edited yet.
Look at us, we've been so productive this weekend. Hope it doesn't have any negative repercussions.
Okay, I think I did, yeah, I did this one. This one should be, no, is orange the right color? Orange is the right color, okay. For clarification, I color code my schedule to see where I'm scheduled till. It helps me know what I've done.
Nice.
That's so. End of June is purple, but this week is orange, and the last week was red. It goes in rainbow order, obviously, because why not?
Nice.
The best way to do it. So now I have to verify if I have any duplications by scrolling through my scheduled. Hey, I already found one. Cool, no duplication. Well, no more duplications.
Woo!
And I will do the old episodes another day because I don't want to.
And that is valid.
Also, I need to work on my announcements saying, hey, this is shit I'm doing this week because something is dropping in 30 minutes.
Oh, yeah?
Probably do that. How many things do I have on my schedule this week? That's the question. I would like to look at the weekly review, please. Let's see. 1, 2, if you count this. But it's almost over, so I don't know if I should.
Oh my gosh, it is almost over. I was like, why am I so tired? And that's because, and we literally had this conversation earlier, and it's because I've been sitting here drawing for almost 4 hours. Or 3 hours, rather. I can count.
6 things, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And quick reminder for me, how many days in the week?
72. That's a question. Are we going? No, you work the rest of the week, don't you?
I am doing outpatient stuff. Why?
I was gonna see when you wanted to do this again.
We could do it on the Thursday time slot. Like we did last week, if you're not busy.
What time did we do that?
Evening. Like, from 8 to 12, I think.
I can do that on Wednesday, but not Thursday.
But
I know you have a game on Wednesday.
I don't know if we're playing this week. Taco, are we playing this week?
Thursday, I am starting a game for 6 weeks.
Gotcha. Yeah, okay, this week is game week. Okay, so Wednesday I'm busy, but potentially Tuesday. If you are not busy Tuesday.
Game night.
Oh, right. Yeah, duh, that's why.
The only reason why, well, I could have done tonight. Nope. I can do Wednesday nights on a regular basis. And I can do until 8 p.m. Eastern on Friday or Thursdays, or until 8:30 on Friday. So basically right before. So it'd be a shorter thing.
We could do that. I mean, I still have more of this map to finish. So yeah, Thursday could work until your game, or we could do Friday because my Friday game starts at 8.
Okay, my game starts at 9, so the question is, when's the earliest you can start?
I get done with my outpatient program at 3 and get home at 4.
So dinner time, so 5 to 7? 5 to 7:30?
Yeah, we could do that.
Okay. Oh wait, sorry. I was looking at the start time, not the end time of my game. My game doesn't end until 6:30. So it'd be 6. It would be an hour.
Oh, you have 2 things on Thursday or Friday.
Yeah, I have 3:30 to 6:30, and then 9 to.
That's okay. What about Thursday? You said we could do it before your game.
Yeah, up until 7:30, and I don't have anything else that day. So 5 to 7:30 on that day.
Yeah, we could do that.
Okay. I need to get to my calendar now, so I don't forget.
Yeah, and like message me so that I don't forget.
Alright, so that means I need the 7-day thing.
Look how much progress I made.
Hey.
Oh, gotcha. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, this has been, it's really, don't get me wrong, I really enjoy drawing maps, but it's like, oh, it kind of looks better without them. Does it
You
look?
can also make them slightly lighter.
That's
So
true.
they don't
I
stand
could.
out as much.
I was gonna say it looks better. Yeah, it definitely looks better like that. Let's see how light we can go. That looks better. Okay. Okay. Cool. So I have everything to color. Color all the things. And then I have to label everything. And then, cool. Well, I'm gonna start some coloring of, maybe I should color the big buildings? I don't know. I'll just color little boxes for right now. Aw, thank you, Fluffy, for saying that my map makes you feel like you could city plan. That makes me feel good. Yeah, I posted on Twitter like the random generated map that I used to formulate this, and it has come so far from that. So, not to pat myself on the back too hard, but it really has done. I've done a lot of progress on this, and I feel pretty good about it.
I'm gonna use our fancy new background for my thingy.
What thingy?
My announcement thing.
Oh, nice.
I love how my calendar is like Monday, nothing, 2 things on Thursdays, 2 things on Friday, Saturday.
Well, Monday is not true because you just didn't write this down. You did have something today. You had 2 things today.
Yeah. It's fair. I mean, I have a paid game Saturday. I have a game. So I have a game. I have a recording tonight. I have a game tomorrow, a game Wednesday. Then a stream Thursday. 2 streams Friday. A stream and a paid game Saturday. And then a recording and a paid game Sunday.
That's wild.
Not busy.
Mm-hmm. Of course not.
list. Where did I save this? Did I just save them in pick? No. I know I downloaded them because did I download them separate? That's the question of the day. As I try to remember what the fuck I've done. I'm also in discussion about another podcast.
When are you gonna do that one?
That's a great question, Ellen.
I mean, like, literally. Like, I don't mean hypothetically. I just don't know when you're gonna have the time to do it.
A wonderful question. And I will have an answer for you, maybe.
Yeah, okay.
At some point in my life.
Uh-huh.
Maybe by the time we get started, something else will go away. Because technically, the Shadowrun game will end in about 6 weeks, and so with Necrobiotic, Shadowrun may come back. I don't know if Necrobiotic will, but I know we're taking 8 weeks off, though, in between that season and the next one.
For Shadowrun?
In general, for the seasons.
Oh, for Weave the Tale. Gotcha.
It's kind of up in the air about what's going to happen. But I believe we're taking a break so we can actually, like, I don't know, catch up.
Mm-hmm. Did they turn the streams into podcasts?
No, they upload them to YouTube.
Okay. Because that would be even more work. That's why I was asking.
Oh, yeah. It very much would be. Alright, I downloaded the things. Now, where did the things go? Things, why are you doing this to me? Where did you freaking download?
The lyre, like the instrument, the lyre?
Oh. The lyre.
Is it lyre?
And sorry, I've always said it personally, but
Oh. Oh no. Fluffy's gonna learn Greek. Oh, that
I
instrument.
see where I downloaded it. Fantastic, I found it. All is not lost.
It's starting to look like a real city. Oh, this is cool. I'm getting, like, excited about my city, and I'm having ideas about, like, districts and stuff. So this is cool. This is what I wanted it to do. Be a world building tool for me.
I need a font that's gonna work with font that she used.
For the banner?
Sure. Yeah.
You can ask her what font she used.
That is fair. I have so many font choices.
I keep forgetting to talk. I'm sorry. I just am like so in the zone. I'm like coloring tiny little boxes.
How dare you?
But
to
I
be
guess
fair, I
that's,
could also have talked.
I guess that's sort of like what a co-working stream is like, though. Like there will be moments where you just kind of like get in the zone and are doing something and you just stop verbalizing. Oh, do they? Fluffy says that people watch silent drawing videos all the time. Good to know. Good to know. Because, hi, I'm silent drawing videos.
Right? Alright, so this is on not Sunday. This is on Thursday. 6/6 at 5 p.m. Oh wait, I should have left it the other way.
A Super Smash Brothers teeth tier list. I'm gonna need you to elaborate as to what that means. Ranking the visible teeth of the characters?
I have questions and concerns.
I do too. Oh no. Okay. Well, no explanation, just I sent it to you. The fear I have in my heart. But I guess it's on me to watch it and report back to the stream on Thursday. But you know what's really nice? The fact that we've been scheduling these streams means that I don't have to schedule time for myself to work on this map other times. So it means I can just like doodle gay shit and like chill.
I mean, it's not wrong. I do like the whole idea of just doodle gay shit.
The latest gay shit TM that I want to doodle is from my Saturday game. We were in a crime lord's house who had recently died, and we were looking for his stuff, and we go into his room, and he has like very carefully well-maintained houseplants, and they're not like poisonous or anything or used in making poisons. They're just plants, like native plants. And so as we were investigating them, Petra, my paladin, just picked a flower and handed it to Celine, who is the sorcerer who she has a crush on, who doesn't realize that Petra has a crush on her. And she was just like, thank you? And Petra just smiled and kind of walked out of the room.
Yes, I see that. That is amazing. Do more of that.
But yeah, I love Petra. She's so good. The funny part is, like, she doesn't know this, but the sorcerer is neutral evil and Petra is lawful good. So, like, that could lead to some pretty interesting things. Yes, some real drama. And, like, Petra kind of knows because she's done Divine Sense before and seen, like, her aura. But she also saw one of the other characters in the party, and he also gave off evil vibes. And she said to other people, like, neither of them seem evil. So she's, like, chalking it up to, like, Divine Sense being wrong. And it's funny because all of the overtly, like, evil things that have been done have not been done in front of her. So she's just like, yeah, I think it's wrong.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Alright. I think we are at wrapping up time. Look at this map! It's looking like a real map now!
Amazing.
That's so exciting. I might be able to finish it next time, although it's going to be a shorter stream next time, so maybe not. So we shall see. But I don't have to draw anything anymore, I just have to color things. And that is... knowing is half the battle.
Dun, dun, dun.
So that makes a big difference. I'm going to save this because I only saved once during this whole time. And I would literally cry. Okay.
You need to save more.
I really do need to save more. It's a problem. So here is the progress of the capital city of Hollowell. I am very pleased and I'm excited to share more with you guys in the future. Thanks for hanging out. Everybody who chatted and people who didn't and were just watching. I appreciate you too.
Yeah.
And thanks for listening to me and Nikki be just like two goofs together.
/ Nikki just focusing on work mostly.
I mean, you did some goofing.
I'll give some.
But
yeah,
thank
see
you
us again.
I think we lost the first one because we didn't have Twitch set up to like save videos because of course we didn't. But I think we're gonna keep the map and chat videos and like we might upload them to YouTube and like upload all of our videos to YouTube. I think is the plan.
'Tis the plan, yes.
So yeah, so if at any point you want to come back and look, they should be there and available.
I think I clicked the right button to make it work, so we'll see.
We shall see.
But if you want to see more of us, just come back on Thursday.
And then next week... Oh, sorry. You were going to actually give a time.
At 5 p.m. Eastern.
And then next Thursday, the 9th, we start actually streaming shows. So I will be running Slayer's Dust mini campaign for a party of hopefully 5. Between now and then, I hope to get artwork for all of those characters out. So let's see how that goes. I still have some people to talk to about playing in that game. But yeah. So look out for more TTRPG content. And what did we say our tagline was going to be at the top of the hour?
I already forgot. Chaotic, wonderful, where we're both chaotic and wonderful.
I think it was all chaos, all wonderful, or something like that. We'll have to go back and listen to it.
All chaos all the time.
Yeah, basically. Alright, but thank you so much for hanging out, and have a good day!
Bye!
Bye! Gotta hit stop streaming. Bye.